Now we are here in the Hotbox. Me, FuchsMC, here with our special guests, with BlabberMouf.
What up, what up?
And your homies.
You done know.
In the box.
What up, the fucking Christmaz, you done know.
Truffel, the Phunky Phakir.
Yeah.
Christmaz and Truffel, the producer and DJ.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nice to meet you here in Austria.
Pleasure is mine, man. Nice to meet you.
What brings you here to Austria? What kind of connections do you have to this country?
Well, I've been here a few times, but mostly for shows, you know. So we do a hip-hop festival today, a Hip Hop Forever festival in Braunau. That's why we're doing a show, so that's why we're in Austria.
Braunau,
Today,
Upper Austria.
yeah.
But this is not the first time in Austria.
No, man.
You've been here before, in what
yeah.
town?
I was here in February earlier, and I was here in 2016, 2017. We did like Vienna, Salzburg, Innsbruck, and those kind of places, you know.
You've been to Linz too?
Yeah,
the Capo in Linz
as well.
Yeah,
Capo. Yeah, man, with Flip. Shout out
Flip
to
from
Flip.
Texter is a very dope
man.
promoter, and every good hip-hop act that comes to Austria plays in the Capo in Linz.
Yeah, well, exactly. Shout out to Astro Flip, you know what I mean? So
I have to admit that I didn't really know you before Mario told me about you and your music. But I did some research on the internet, found some videos on YouTube, and an album from 2015 called the BlabberMouf LP,
yeah.
which is really, really very dope. Congratulations, respect for that.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man.
Respect also to the producer and
Thanks, man.
feature MC.
Yeah, man.
Done know. Done know.
Sure. Yeah, that was a dope project to do as well. So, yeah, man.
Have you any newest releases since then?
My latest album is The Flowing Dutchman. It came out last December. It's entirely produced by Truffel. It also has Christmaz on it, my man Almatic. Yeah, that's my latest release. The latest single of that album is Uplift You. The video is out since 1.5 weeks now. So go check that.
We all need to check that out on YouTube and like it and share it and show it to our friends, and need to spread the good dope hip hop.
Exactly, but it's being picked up, man. We do it, you know, like we had a tour from end February till beginning of June. Then we had a little rest. Now we're in Austria. I'm doing music with Christmaz. I'm doing a new project again, and end August our tour is gonna pop off again, and we tour from end of August until end of October to France, but we're also gonna go to Latvia, some spots in Germany. So yeah, all the dates will be on the social media thing, you know what I mean?
So we need to check that out.
Yeah.
We need to follow you on the social media to get that information,
Yeah,
of course.
Mr. BlabberMouf on Instagram, that's mr.blabbermouf, and as well on Facebook, mr.blabbermouf. Find me there.
I found the sticker right here. It's called The Flowing Dutchman. It's the name of the album you just told me about. So you guys are from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. Truffel is from the Netherlands, and
Yes.
Christmaz lives in Sweden, but has roots in St. Kitts in Tanzania. So
I see.
Yeah.
By the way, can I have one of your lighters?
of course,
Yeah, I need that too.
yeah, man.
So from Netherlands, probably Dutch is your mother tongue.
Yeah.
But you're an MC who has always rapped in English.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Have you ever decided to rap in English, or did it just come naturally?
To me, it was more like a natural choice, because I was already a pretty fluent English speaker by the time that I got into hip hop, and I've been speaking English since I was 6 to 7 years old. So I felt more comfortable doing my thing in English than I did in Dutch, you know. And on top of that, where I'm from, our region has a very specific accent. So I knew I could pull it off probably, but I knew that wouldn't work for me, like creatively. So
That's normal. I think everybody starts up listening to American hip hop, to British hip hop, and then starts writing his first rhymes in English. For me, it was the same thing, but my English is not so good. My vocabulary has always been limited. I started listening to hip hop long before I learned English, so it was the other way around. And I soon discovered that it's easier to do it in the mother tongue. But I have the impression that there are many hip hop artists from the Netherlands who rap in English. There's an English-speaking scene there.
There is, but it's not so big, man. Most of the people rap in Dutch, but the English scene, as far as artists getting booked, you know, there's a few big artists like Postman and who else, man? Can you name somebody else?
Yeah, not from these days.
Not from these days, but back in the day, there used to be. We had like Dutch masters, and there was some really dope material on that. It's Dutch as well, but also English. But most of my inspiration came from Golden Age hip hop from the States, and even in that, there's European crews who rapped in English. You know,
of course.
So.
I mean, it's a good thing to rap in English because then you can be international. Loop Troop is the best example.
Loop Troop is a good example.
If they only were rapping in Swedish, there are only 5 million people. How many people live in Sweden? 8 million?
It's approximately 11, I would say 11.
11. But altogether, much less audience, possible fans than when you rap in English and can make music for all over Europe, for all over the world.
Exactly. But for me, that wasn't a conscious choice for that. You know, it was more like, what do I feel comfortable with? I wasn't really thinking about how can I reach the bigger audience.
Later
that became more apparent. You know?
We need an ashtray. Ashtrays over there.
We like ashes all over the car, man.
Right now it started to get foggy in here, but it's really hot in this hotbox too. Because
AC.
Literally hotboxing.
Yeah, we have more than 30 degrees outside. It's in the middle of the summer, and I don't know how to control that shit. What do you say to people who compare your music to Ocean Wisdom's music?
I like Ocean, man. It's of course in like the same kind of area when it comes to rhythms and styling. You know, I like it because for me it means that that kind of music in the scene will grow. You know what I mean? So that's why it's a good thing that there's more MCs that rap like that, so that the audience grows bigger.
That rap how? How would you define your music?
Well, but it's more like the kind of technical MCing that, of course, is still being done, but not in that way, particularly, you know, with speed rapping, like fast flowing, that kind of shit. So, but if I talk about my music, I don't know, man. It's pretty hard to define, maybe, for myself, because I get inspiration from a lot of places to make my music. So it's definitely boom bap, you know, and there's reggae influence in it and positive messages. So
it's for me. I'm quite old school, and when I hear this music, I'm really happy that the real dope hip hop is about to return. The people are fed up with that cloud rap, mumble rap, auto-tune stuff, and it's good to see that there's a dope alternative to it.
Yeah, man.
So what would you say? Your beats are boom bap, so more rather old school, but the way that you rap, your rap flows, your double time, your high speed rap flows, this is very modern, new age style.
Yeah, it's done. It's been done back in the days too, you know. But yeah, it depends on how you look at it, from what point of view, I suppose. You know, because a lot of people tell me, yeah, Das Effects or Fuchsnickens or those groups, you know, and definitely, you know, I listen to that shit, you know, I'm not gonna front. But when we make music, we do our thing, you know, it has influences from that, but it's not a copy, you know, it's something original, you know, that we're doing with it, and taking it in new directions as well, because every album is different than the last one, you know, the one before.
So how many albums so far have you released?
For solo albums. I have one EP, a collaboration EP, a bunch of 12 inches. What else, man? Yeah, and two group albums. The Head for Z album and one Shogun's album.
It's lots of material.
Yeah.
Everybody should listen to, and me too. I don't know all of it.
Check out the first album, the one from 2012, From the Top of the Stack. It's produced by Propo. Shout out to Propo. Residing in Greece now, and he also has an album out. It's called Astronomic Delight. Go check that. Truffel has also an album with Pseudo, another producer from the Shoguns. It's called Jam in the Rough. It's an instrumental album with one vocal track on it as well. Christmaz Ego and Soul album came out 2016, produced by Figo Braslevic. And yeah, man, we're working on new material constantly, you know, like there's some breaks because of tours and all that, but there's not a day that we don't think about doing music.
I think we should make a list and add it to the list of links so that the viewers can find those albums.
Go check that, man.
Yeah, we will do that.
On YouTube, the Shoguns channel, is where most of my music videos are, and there's some other loose videos floating around there on the internet. So.
Now there's less and less oxygen in here.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it started to get stoned.
I'm super stoned, man. Shit.
Already, shit. What influence does have stoner culture on your music?
I remember back in the day, and I'm talking about like 13, 14 years ago, where we were just kind of like discovering a whole catalog of music, because one of the older brothers of a friend of mine, they were hip-hop heads to the fullest, so they had a whole catalog of music that we didn't tap into yet. So we found, I don't know what we were listening to, we found like the East 99 album of Bone Thugs and Harmony, and we listened to that shit for weeks, man, for weeks. And we found more and more albums like Artifacts, Organized Confusion. Then YouTube started coming around, you know, we discovered even more shit. And yeah, we took a whole lot of inspiration from that, because to us, a whole lot of that shit might have been already 15 years old then, or older, or maybe less old. But to us it was new, you know? So we got a whole lot of fresh inspiration from that. And we are like in a part of the country where we're a bit of isolated from the rest of the scene, because we're like in the southern part, you know, and the biggest hip-hop action takes place in Amsterdam and the cities around there. So a whole lot of people from Amsterdam wouldn't take any hip-hop serious that was coming from our region. And yeah, we kind of we broke through that a little, because our group at the time, as multi-language group, we had Dutch MCs and also English spitting MCs. And yeah, we took that shit across the country, and eventually we got to go. We dropped an album in our hometown, sold out release party, got to go on tour to Russia. I released my first album like 6-7 months after that, my debut, solo debut, and the ball just kept rolling after that. And we kept getting more shows and more impulses from different parts of the world. Everybody's like, fuck.
It's hard as fuck.
In one of your songs,
Let me out the hotbox, man. Let me out.
Yeah. In one of your songs, you mentioned that you roll the fattest blunts that make everybody's lungs crush, something like that.
Lyrical blunt. I think it was that song. I don't know, man. I did a lot of songs with weed references and everything.
Yeah. Weed references is what CIA TV is interested in, I think.
Yeah.
So, you guys like smoking weed?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And easy situation there where you come from?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
How is it? It's not really legal in the Netherlands.
It's not really legal, no.
Now,
It's
what does
decriminalized.
it practically mean for you?
Nothing.
Nothing. You can buy it everywhere.
Well, there's places where it's harder maybe, but basically you can call somebody or you go somewhere and you can buy weed with no problem.
How about weed?
But for the coffee shops, it's illegal to grow, you know, and it's illegal to transport. It's illegal to have more than 500 grams at one time in the shop. This is not a lot, you know, especially if it's a busy coffee shop. So the coffee shop needs runners, you know, and that shit is fucking illegal. And that's where our system is flawed, you know, because I think places where weed is getting legal now, there are all sorts of financial benefits from that shit, but also health benefits. Weed is regulated, you know, there's no more, well, it will be there, but it will be less profitable for people who have no love for weed to grow weed and make a buck from it, you know, but it will be hopefully in the hands of people who have care for the plants and make sure that whatever is going to be smoked is 100% what you need to smoke and no other fucking bullshit, you know. So that's how
legalization brings better quality.
Yeah, better quality and
more security for everyone.
More money for the government, which we can put into fucking hospitals, schools, education about weed to kids, you know, like, and everything, man.
So it's not possible for the coffee shops to grow weed?
No, it's not allowed.
Allowed?
No.
Okay. And for the normal consumer? Does everybody has his own plants at home? His own home grow?
You can have like a couple of plants, but for instance, if I put some plants in my garden and let's say my fucking neighbor or whoever sees it and they call the police, then the police has to come take them away, you know. But a lot of people grow, you know, themselves.
Indoors grow.
As long as nobody sees, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not that legal.
No.
No, really not.
I keep fucking this shit up here.
So today you will have the show at the festival.
Yeah, man.
You've been here in Austria now for more days than.
We came in yesterday. We're gonna stay until like a couple of days, you know, Sunday or Monday, I think.
A little vacation, a little holiday
like
in Austria. Luckily the weather is now better. But it's getting more hotter and hotter in here.
Yeah, I want to sweat my fucking ass off.
Everybody's sweating, yeah. Wow.
Oh man. How much longer?
But the spliffs are still burning.
This is a fucking workout.
We need to finish them.
Oh man. Shit.
Now I just think we need to open a little, huh?
Too many pussy cats doing all that pussy stuff. Why everything sound the same? Who got the answer to that? They dumb on the music, now that need to stop. Looking like the last rapper they tried to sign wasn't stupid enough. They couldn't screw them enough, so they choose these illiterate fucks to turn out. Flop records for a couple of bucks. Now they're back on the street with broke pockets. The money from your label was a loan, and your album didn't profit. What the fuck you gonna do? You're running out of options. Can do your own shit, cause you're stuck to your contract. Well, we ain't dumb and over here, we smarter. Independently finding a path through this industry. Shopper hard was working harder.
Still rolling.
Hey. She wants to A tripping trooper. The man who's a super ninja soldier who salutes you and introduces you to the future. It's the raw hip-hop evolutionist, herbalistic alchemist. That man makes a pattern like a scientist. I get down with chicks who has me on the hating list. I'm so Diablo, sharp chicks that is feminist. If I don't break out Obama, say cause I get all them chicks. Heard that most rappers don't make it cause of politics. But one, I'm the alienistic venom spitting alchemist. That becoming like the scientist. Y'all ninjas don't know as a ninja freestyling in this motherfucking car in this hotbox, and I'm hotboxing. Cause you know, as a ninja be rolling. Cause every day a ninja been smoking. I'm toking on the Sen Simina. And my roots is from St. Kitts in Tanzania. And a ninja is here in the cypher. Spit the fire with my ninja truffel and blah blah. Ha, you know that we kill it in the cypher. And every time we come into it's fire.
Cause the time them go when the time them come. So while I here, make sure I make some. Mr. Blabber me so smoke like Jamaicans. When man's in the building, things I get done. Rude boy, hey yo, ding ding da da boy, boy 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 boy, ding 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 da da boy 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 boy, hey yo, ding 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 da da boy 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 boy. Blabber man up in the dance hall team, ba ba da ba bye, ba da ba bye, ba da ba bye, ba da boys them must be a pros on the microphone. Now who are they do? I think you don't want to know. Boom, we murder cats with some ill-tight flows. Ba da ba bye, ba da ba bye, ba da ba bye, ba da boy. Some of the bum and the better than pasta, some of the bed dance. slow, but who are them though? I think you don't want to know. Boom, free murder cats with some airtight blows.
Goddamn motherfucker, you be rhyming like you rougher to get it booming. You don't sedasive, give me the power line, boom, shake it like a gummy, banging like no checkers, nothing breaking with my backers, give it a chicks, my bottom shake while like one. I'm a day, sleep at night, walk up, best music, smoking ganja like a crazy motherfucker then too. It's up with the A and Bangaya and a ninja got my crew, and they were feeling hungry in the studio with my brethren, and you know.
We keep on representing. Check it out, Mr. Blabber with the freestyle relentless. You motherfuckers best not contest this, cause we in the heat wave, heat getting sprayed. It's the Mr. Blabber, I shine like sun rays. Yo, check it out, motherfucker, bring the fucking fruit out, and we can eat some blueberries, maybe some strawberries. Doesn't really matter styles, yo, we got plenty. So let me eat some, stop rapping now. Check it out, Mr. Blabber with the crazy freestyle.
Session with BlabberMouf and his crew, and now we got here some fresh fruit. Freestyling is what we got to do, and you know I'm called the Fuchs. Normally I don't rap in English, I do it just for fun. Normally I rap in mother tongue. This is German, English I'm just learning. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, cool, dass ihr schon angefangen seid. Ich habe ja voll verpennt, ich musste Früchte schneiden. Ich bin ja noch kurz in die Tropen gefahren. Euch geht's gut, hier?
Alles
Chill, man.
Hey, wir müssen die Tour zu machen, das ist eine Hotbox.
Got my hands full, man.
Close the door, it's a hotbox, bro.
Yeah.
Now we got some fresh fruits and a fresh bong. And some fresh air. This is cheating in the hotbox. You normally shouldn't put some fresh air in, but now we've got the air condition and fresh air because it was too hot in the hotbox.
Yeah.
Put the hands in the air, we have fresh air.
Yeah.
Hey, it's so cool that you are here. So
Thanks, bro.
fine.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you very, very much.
No problem, man. It's a pleasure to be here in Austria in the Hotbox.
Ich habe jetzt überhaupt nicht
Schön.
mitgekriegt. Ich hätte mal ein, zwei Fragen und du versuchst es vielleicht zu translaten, weil mein Englisch ja so scheiße ist. Mich hätte mal interessiert, was er eigentlich indirekt oder direkt mit Sprayern zu tun hat. Ich sehe in seinem Video immer so viele Sprayer und so, ob er auch selber oder die selber hier am Machen sind oder ob die da nur mit der Szene so viel zu tun haben.
The graffiti scene.
Yeah, he sees a lot of graffitis in your videos and he wants to know what you have to do with the graffiti scene.
Well, graffiti is an element of hip-hop, you know, so in my opinion it has to be represented in the video. Of course not every video calls for that or asks for that, but graffiti is a part of hip-hop, so I like to put all elements of hip-hop in my videos, not just the MC in part, but also the DJing, the graffiti, the b-boying, you know. And yeah, we know writers, you know, I know writers pretty much from around the world, and I love that shit, you know. I have love for graffiti. It's underrated art, you know. Now it's the street art thing is getting a lot of love, but you know, graffiti is raw in my opinion. So
Lots of graffiti in your hometown?
for how big our town is, there's a scene, you know. It's a small city.
Are there legal walls as well, or is
There's
everything?
like a Hall of Fame kind of spot where people can paint, you know, they can come there. Like a Hall of Fame is a living thing, you know. Well, a real Hall of Fame piece of stay there for a long time, but a legal spot, like, you know, it's organic. It changes every day, you know, especially in like a big city, man. The wall changes every day if people come to paint, you know? And that's cool.
Why is your name Christmaz?
Yeah, man. Why is it Christmas? Oh, yeah, it comes
Is
from
your daddy a Christmas man?
Yes. It's actually from my family in Caribbean. It's my pop's name is actually Ambassador Dr. Joseph Christmaz, and so all my siblings and so forth over there, all my cousins and stuff. My name Christmaz is Oscar Christmaz, Trevor Christmaz, Joseph Christmaz.
Christmas.
So I'm just representing the family name, you know. What I'm
Okay.
saying, and, you know.
Sag mal, wie viele Gigs hast du noch in Österreich, Austria?
Right now it's just this one gig.
Okay.
But we'll be back, I'm sure of it, for more. So
Word.
just the question, you know, like gonna do new projects and do a new tour. So
Yeah. We will do some promotion for you so that more people get to know you in Austria. So we will have some more gigs.
Big up.
Big up.
We need that.
Yes. Whopper. Sehr gute Marke. Die schmeckt wirklich, Whopper schmeckt echt richtig geil, Leute.
Some Whopper wheat. Which is your favorite wheat strain, sort, type?
I like White Widow. The classic.
Classical.
White Widow. Have you a new project, music project?
Yeah, I'm working on a new project. I'm not sure if it's gonna EP or an album yet. Maybe it's gonna be another album. But I have like 6 tracks now for the new shit with a producer from Chile. And I'm working with a friend of mine, Dre, MP3s, shout out. And yeah man, it's slowly taking shape. So I don't know when it's gonna be done yet. I will probably take my sweet ass time to make sure it's perfect.
Wann kann man die erwarten? Ende des Jahres oder? One is ready?
Yeah, I think in a couple of months.
Hey, es ist trotz Klimaanlage richtig schon wieder eine Hotbox hier, muss ich euch sagen. Ey. Wir werden die nächsten Hotbox nur noch im Winter abdrehen.
Das ist eine gute Idee, ja.
Do another one in the winter?
Yes.
Why not? We'll be here with sweaters.
This is the Heatwave HOTBOX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wie sieht es eigentlich aus? Ich frage das immer, ich muss es fragen. Ja. Seid ihr solo oder seid ihr glücklich so? Das interessiert immer so oft die User, ja. Also die weiblichen zumindest. Oder no comment.
What was the question, man?
Yeah, surprisingly, he was asking about your private situation. If anybody of you has a family, is already married, or in a stable relationship, something like that. Because some of the female fans maybe want to know.
I'm in a pretty long relationship now. It's like 13 years, almost. It's like 12 years now. And yeah, we live together, we have a house. So I'm pretty steady right now in that department. So maybe it's more a question for Christmas.
And by you?
This one, me, I'm just, just adapting like water, you know what I'm saying? I'm just living life, you know what I mean? Grinding.
Top secret.
No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm living life. I'm enjoying life. If I see a mama see that, I say mama see
Work.
You know what I'm saying?
Hört sich gut an.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
You would smoke a bomb?
Nah, I'm okay, man. I'm too high.
You smoke only joints?
Yeah.
Yeah? But with tobacco or pure?
With some tobacco, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not the main ingredient.
If you don't have some backwoods, you know what I'm saying, you can pass the backwood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick to the blunts.
Yeah.
I'll stick to the blunts.
Or the blunts. But
The fronto leaves.
Don't front, Joe. Pass the fronto.
Du rauchst schon manchmal Blubber, oder? Du rauchst schon manchmal Bong? You smoke Bong?
I don't really do it like that, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, occasionally.
The occasional bong.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was younger, but now I don't feel the need to take bong hits.
I had a time when I used to smoke bong every day, but now it's like Christmaz said, occasionally.
Yeah.
At special occasions.
Was glaubt ihr?
2 bong hits, man.
Was glaubt ihr, können wir in Europa, so Deutschland, Holland, Österreich, können wir da irgendwann eine Legalisierung noch mal erwarten? So?
Yeah.
How long will we wait for the legalization Europe-wide?
Europe-wide, man. It's gonna take a while, man. it's gonna take a while. There's too many conservative people in politics still to make it happen, I think. Well, maybe I'm pessimistic, I don't know. I think hopefully 5 years for more countries to have it. But we'll see, man. We'll see what they think of, you know. But eventually there will be a turning point where people are just like, not just weed, but all drugs should be regulated, you know, or at least decriminalized. Because addiction is, you know, especially with harder drugs, it's a disease you can cure, you know. It's fucking hard, but it's not. It doesn't have to be permanent.
100.
Wie steht ihr zu anderen Drogen? Sag ich jetzt mal Koks, MDMA und was die Leute sich so reinschmeißen. Wie steht ihr dazu? Oder überhaupt, wie steht ihr zum Thema Drogen?
You just said that it would be a good idea to decriminalize all drugs because it would be a better way to handle with the problems.
Like they did in
But
It's
isn't
a
it?
very simple test, you know, because maybe you know that test, but they use the lab rats for that test, and they put one lab rat who is by himself in the cage, and there's a bottle of water. It's water like with cocaine or substance that the rats really fucking like, you know, but if they take it too much, they die. And it's one rat in one cage, and in the other cage, there are multiple rats, you know, and with the same bottle, with the same shit in it that fucks you up basically. And in the cage with the one rat, the rat would take the substance even more and more and more and more until it died. And in the other cage, where they were living in the group, only they wouldn't touch it, you know, or they would only take a little, but they would stay healthy, you know. So I think, you know, that experiment kind of proves how we should deal with addiction, because it's just the environment people are in that makes them act a certain way, you know, and get addicted to certain drugs. So I think, you know, if drugs are regulated, it's better to get people help who are in need of help, you know, when they are
Instead of pushing them outside of the society.
Pushing them outside the society, which you say where they go even worse, you know what I mean? They end in prison or homeless, dead, criminality, you know, you name it. So that's what I think as well. Regulation, man.
Hast du sowas wie ein Ziel irgendwo, wo du hin willst? Oder irgendwo, wo du sagst, hey, das ist mein Ding, da will ich hin irgendwie? Das ist mein Wunsch?
Do you have a goal that you want to achieve with your music? Somewhere you want to get with it?
Yeah, I'm already doing it on maybe a smaller scale, but I just want to be able to go on tour whenever I want to, and you know, make the music that I like when I want to make it, you know. So I'm already doing that for the most part, but it would just be cool to expand on the tour level, you know, that we could more easily organize certain projects to spread hip hop around, basically, you know. So try to build to make that even better.
Okay. Your ambition is to make it bigger, but you have no certain goal. It's not the golden record or the.
No, I don't really think in that way. Like,
no matter how many million clicks on
the goal
YouTube.
would be to have like a steady team around me of people like who can take care of certain things, like not just people who you have in your network, but basically people who want to help you to help themselves, basically, you know, and it's hard to find, you know, to have a good steady team who helps push your music. So I have good people around me, so we're doing a pretty good job, but we can still expand, you know. So I guess the goal would be to achieve that kind of workflow where you can just really almost be well, I wouldn't say a factory because it's still creativity, but you could really work fucking hard and get the best results possible.
Word of mouth.
Jo.
Ja, ich würde sagen, es ist heute tierisch warm mal wieder. Und ich glaube, wir sind jetzt auch schon über eine halbe Stunde dabei. Und hast du noch irgendwelche Fragen oder die du jetzt unbedingt noch loswerden möchtest oder die wir vielleicht noch stellen sollten?
Are there any questions that we should have asked but we didn't?
We talked about the new album, we talked about the music, we talked about the future, we talked about inspiration, we talked about what else? I don't know, man.
Everything.
We talked about some fucking legalization shit.
Talks about weed.
Some
Of course.
fucking drug regulation shit. All of that, man. Shit, I don't know, man. You tell me.
Ich finde es auf jeden Fall total geil, dass ihr Zeit hattet vor eurem Gig. Ihr habt ja heute auch noch einen Auftritt und hoffe, ihr könnt jetzt noch ein bisschen chillen und habt dann einen geilen Auftritt und es sind sehr viele Zuschauer da, hoffe ich. Und ich finde es einfach super geil, dass ihr euch Zeit genommen habt für uns, für CATV, für die
Yeah, no
Hotbox.
problem, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming here.
Vor allem bei dem Wetter
Yeah,
und so,
no
setzt sich
problem,
auch
man.
nicht jeder
Really
ins
nice
Auto.
meeting you, getting to know you.
Hey, und gestern auch noch die Party mit euch, ey, war richtig genial. Und hey, ich wünsche euch einfach noch eine geile Zeit und schön, dass ihr da wart.
Sowieso. Alright, man.
Ja, Mann!
Ja, man.
Peace.
CIA TV.
Yeah, Mr. BlabberMouf in
Hotbox.
the house, Truffel and Christmaz. Go check out all the social media things. Peace, peace.
Damn,
Check it out.
damn, no.